So the biggest frustrations we had was just not having any accountability to any metrics. We weren't able to really know who was doing what, who was doing what well, and we didn't have really a clear sense of how to grow with the structure that we had put in place.
The challenge was early on, when Gavin and I joined, it was a change. I ran for a long time as a Lone Ranger, decided to create a partnership, and as you grow a business and a team, it comes with a lot of dynamics. It comes with managing people. That was a big challenge, and we would have a great idea, and for some reason it wouldn't get implemented.
We really didn't have a good system of tracking business, and we didn't have a good system of talking about business or working through stuff.
It was hard because I didn't know what my actual purpose was, what my role was. I was told multiple things. I didn't know exactly, it wasn't really defined.
Everybody in the organization was running. We were all running towards some unstated common goal, but it wasn't defined. So you didn't really know when you were winning, when you were losing.
Having the clear role was to be able to actually hone in on that and develop more confidence around that. I have confidence talking to business owners, talking to retirees who are, double, triple my age. So I definitely felt like a lot of growth has been, instilled in me from we started Traction to now.
Having each seat defined gives us a lot better opportunity to work in our gifting. So knowing what I'm great at, knowing what I'm not so great at, knowing strengths and weaknesses and expectations of each seat allows me to know, man, I'm going to double down on this and spend time working in this, or that's so far out of the scope of what I do that's just something that I don't need to ever do.
Man, it's made us the world of difference in pretty much all facets of our business. We speak differently. We feel really confident as business owners now, and now we know exactly who we need to hire, who we need in what seat, and how well those people are doing in those seats by data metrics that we've been able to implement. Well, number one, we didn't know what we didn't know, so that's the fun part about life is really discovering something that we had no idea was out there, and really looking back over a year now, I don't know how we were doing it beforehand.
I think just one of the big challenges is that there's some things in life that you're just not good at. And managing people and the organization has just been something that when you enjoy meeting and working with clients and you enjoy the sales piece of it, there's just some things on running an organization and a business that are just challenged. It's interesting when you have a 10-year vision and a 3-year outlook on where you're going to be and a belief level. It's interesting the buy-in that you get from your team members when that happens.
Before Traction, we love everyone on our team from a personal standpoint, but really looking at how those people align with the seat that they sat in, and then how the leadership team put those seats together to align to our vision. It just uncovers that sometimes we had to make hard moves, but it's all out of wanting to accomplish our vision.
What I knew from day one is if this business owner, as savvy and smart and successful as he is, if he couldn't implement it, then I for sure needed help.
We probably went from a place of lack of information to over-information and just overstimulation. And what we really needed as an organization was just somebody to be the referee, sit across the table, and just give it to us black and white.
And it's really hard to actually call out the issue, IDS certain things when it involves people you work with side by side, all day.
To see someone from the outside listening to us, learning all the ins and outs of what we were going through, what we have been going through, and to get your opinion, that was huge for me. It was huge for me to hear what you had to say, and also it's sometimes enjoyable to see your bosses get put on the spot and get called out.
you need a guy like Cullen to be able to just slap you in the face, tell you straight, and remove any emotion that you have in the day-to-day duties of doing your job. He gets to be, a third-party outsider looking in, but that spends enough time to really understand your business and where you're at, to where he can speak very candidly and very directly on what needs to happen.
Just straight up, there's really no BS when it came to, what we were talking about. When you saw an issue, you called it, what it was. You didn't, beat around the bush.
I feel like you were more open to everything that was laid up on the table instead of being focused on one thing. It was all aspects of the business.
I want someone to be direct. I want someone to be genuine. It feels like he cares about the growth of our business and cares about the people in our organization.
I can tell you with 100% certain that where we are today and what we have today and the toughest decisions that we've had to make in this organization over the last 3, 6, 8 months couldn't have happened without Cullen.